StepDadStories, vlog number 2. I'm gonna give y'all some gems, some serious gems. This not only goes for single moms, but it goes for women in general. Check it out. Never, ever, ever, ever move in with a female. Never. Never move in with a female. Let me give you some personal experience. When I started dating my current girlfriend, she was living in a studio apartment with her 3 kids, right? I had a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, and I ended up downsizing to a 1-bedroom, 1-bath because I figured, look, I'm all by myself. I don't need such a big space. It's more affordable. It was almost half the price of what I was paying. So I was like, I'm gonna move in over here, stack my money up, you know what I'm saying, and live a little more comfortable life. You know what I mean? Being able to pay your rent in 1 week's time is a lot easier than having to take 3 weeks to pay your rent. You know what I mean? Because the more expensive your rent is, the longer it's going to take you to get up that bread in case there's an emergency. So let's get back to the story. So I move her in, right, with her 3 kids. It's a bigger space than what she's used to, but it cramped my space, and it basically destroyed my apartment, right? Fast forward to recent times, we moved into a 2-bedroom, 2-bath. Now, mind you, both our names is on the lease. 2-bedroom, 2-bath, we moved in together. The first chance she got to have an attitude, you know what she told me? Get the fuck out. You can get out. You need to leave. Blah, blah. And I'm like, my name is on the motherfucking lease. I'm not going nowhere. But it goes to show you the level of control that these women think that they have. The level of control. You know what I'm saying? First chance she got, she was going to try to put me out. This is the delusion and the problems with these women. You know what I'm saying? So, if I was you, never ever move in with a female. Never give up your own spot for a female. And if you do happen to move in with somebody, y'all get the spot together where it's in both of y'all names and you have equal leverage and you ain't got to worry about, shit like that. Because that type of thing, bros, can you imagine? Every little argument, because women are emotional. They don't think about shit logically. And it's like you was in a smaller apartment that you couldn't afford before we got together. You think you're going to be able to afford this place that's damn near twice the rent that you was paying in your studio apartment without me being there? Nah, it's not happening. And these are the things that happen when you're a super stepdad. You know what I'm saying? They try to use leverage against you. And women never want to take accountability. What they do is they will do things to try to get you to leave their ass alone. You know what I mean? And the argument's never really about nothing crazy. It's not like infidelity arguments. It ain't shit like that. It's like, I'm working all day. I come home. I want something to eat. I want a cooked meal. I want a clean apartment because my apartment was clean before you and your kids moved in. Now, because you don't have a work ethic, the house is dirty. You know what I'm saying? The house it's not kept up. It's not clean. There's clothes everywhere. All the stuff that a normal adult would take pride in doing. These women, they just don't care. And I'm like, wait a minute. You're going to try to put me out after 4 years of me taking care of your kids, running all the errands, taking them back and forth to school, helping them with their homework, all that type of shit. It's like, these women be mad ungrateful. And then they wonder why there be all kind of problems. You know what I'm saying? And then you may ask, well, look, if you're going through this type of shit, why do you stay? Well, look, for one, I love her to death. And men, what we do is, once we really care about somebody, we try to lock in and we try to really, try to see the shit through to the end. Also, I've built this relationship with these children. Her youngest is 5, and I've been there since he was like 7 months. So I'm the only dad that he knows. I'm the only consistent male figure he's had in his life. So for me to just drop everything and just leave at the, just because somebody has an argument and tell me get the fuck out, like, that don't make no sense. And women that always say, they always be like, oh, well, it's all about my kids. A lot of time it don't be about the kids. Because removing something stable from the kids' lives that been there for so long, that's not going to help the kids out. That's going to hurt the kids. But a lot of times these women are so emotional that they don't care about the damage that they do. The long-term damage. That's long-term damage, psychological damage that it does to these children. And then the cycle keeps repeating. And the grass is never greener. When you got a man that's patient, you got a man that works 7 days a week, that's talented, that takes care of business, that always has a plan, that doesn't make excuses, y'all need to hold on to that shit. Because we rare. We real rare. And we know how rare we are. You know what I'm saying? So we, like, for example, I could go anywhere. You know, I'm 48 years old. Look at me. I don't look bad at all. A nigga look good. I'm 48. I can go holler at whoever I want. But for her to go find another man that's going to have the patience to deal with her problems, her lack of work ethic, and the 3 kids, good luck. That shit's not going to happen. You know, so for the sake of the whole relationship, I try to keep this shit together because it's not just me that's in it. I'm in it for the kids as well. But everybody got a breaking point. So how I feel today may not be how I feel tomorrow. There may be a straw that breaks the camel's back, you know what I'm saying? Especially when it comes down to lack of appreciation and all that other shit. Because when we don't feel appreciated, it's like, yo, nigga, if I'm not gonna be appreciated, why I'ma still be here? You know what I'm saying? So that's just food for thought. What I'm telling y'all is always keep the leverage in the relationship. Have them move in with you. Don't move in with a female. And if you are moving in, move in together from scratch to where your name is on the lease. Otherwise, it could have adverse results. So this is vlog number 2, Stepdad Stories. Your boy Noah Jones. Love y'all. Peace.